We actually met at the Hispanic Bar Association of New Jersey Scholarship Gala. So I was a scholarship recipient that year, and I showed up slightly late and needed to find a seat, and Armando had a seat next to him that was available. And so I sat down next to him, and he started making some Chappelle Show jokes, and I'm a big Chappelle Show fan. We were the only ones that got it, and we love to laugh, and we've been doing that ever since.
I was an evening student. She was a full-day student, so there was an ability, even though we had separate law school experiences. My full-time job was work. Her full-time job was school. And then when she was studying, I was in school. So it became this help and push and pull with each other to make sure we were like getting each other across. Any deadlines that were due or just things we knew we had to complete, we pushed each other along to make sure we were able to get where we needed to go.
So while we were in law school, something that really sticks out as a memorable experience was the chance that we got to go to the Dominican Republic and participate in a nonprofit law class with Professor Rothman. And it was just an amazing experience to be able to go, obviously continue our law school learning, but also be able to kind of give back to that community. We went together January 2020, right before COVID hit. And it was really just an amazing experience to really kind of bond with not only other law students, but also to bond with the community that we were building that home for. And it was our last big hurrah before COVID hit and the pandemic kind of set in and the world shut down. So it was a really nice experience for us to have right before that all happened.
Very difficult for an evening student in Camden and a full-day student in Newark to find a class that kind of works for all of our schedules. So the fact that we were able to take that winter class and also selfishly as someone who was working and take a vacation while in class, it's a beautiful experience both from the law school perspective but also personally. But then also right after, as Jen mentioned, COVID hit. And with that, Jen's background, her family's from New York. Queens specifically. My family's from Trenton, New Jersey. I was already sitting tight during COVID around family. Jen was living in Newark at the time, so she was kind of separated. So that actually moved our relationship along pretty quickly, where we didn't want her to stay alone, so she came and lived with me and my roommate. With that, law school classes were at home. We were sitting in different rooms during classes together. So it really allowed us to build our relationship. And I would say we got married quicker than we probably would have if it were not for living together during COVID and it kind of giving us that pedal to the metal part of our relationship.
In August of 2021, it was my post-bar exam trip, and I wanted to go visit my best friend in South Africa. So we flew to Johannesburg, and we stayed with her and her family. And after that, Armando and I went on a safari.
So I was trying to figure out a way I could do it with a fake Amazon ring, full candidness. It was because I wasn't trying to lose $1,000 ring in an airport luggage or something along those lines. So what I ended up doing was I got up a little earlier, got ready to go for the safari, and walked out of the cabin, and I acted as though I saw a snake. And was like, oh, look, check it out, come outside. And when she came outside, I was on bended knee and did my little romantic spiel that was between us and asked if she'd marry me. And
I happily said yes.
With a laugh.
Yeah.
And because of how I convinced her to come outside.
Yeah. We were married for 2 years before we welcomed our baby girl, Adeline. So it's been an amazing experience becoming a mother. It's been amazing to watch Armando become a father. We were both really just ready to become parents, and it's certainly difficult. Waking up early every day and taking care of a child isn't easy, but it's the most rewarding and amazing experience, and it's just really helped fortify our love for each other. Like, we're in this together, raising this baby, and it's amazing.
Just this morning, we had a beautiful experience where Jen was prepping our breakfast, and me and the baby were having a laughing contest. So to have a less than 1-year-old imitate your laugh back and forth, it makes it easy to get through the day.
My family arrived from El Salvador, fleeing civil war in the 80s. I was the only individual in my family to be born in the United States. So there's certain, privileges to be able to grow up in this country. My family really emphasized, my parents really, really emphasized this idea of attaining an education, being able to, not only support yourself, but support your family and support your community. So there was always a real emphasis for me to be able to give back to my community.
My father came when he was about 17, 18. My father was a day laborer at a factory, and my mother got her associates and was a bilingual claims examiner for the Department of Labor. So though no lawyers directly in our family, because of my family's background, they always emphasize the importance of me and my sisters getting as much education as we can.
There's no other attorneys in my family. My family is very much a blue-collar working family. And I think they take pride that I've been able to become an attorney, and I think law school really opened up a lot of doors for us.